Hi peeps who are away. So we're looking at page, oops, that's all of you there. We're looking at page, whatever page that is, anyone? Bueller? 188. And we're looking at solving this. We're going to do it two ways on our graphics calculator. So sin x equals 0.3. I'm just repeating for the tape. So 0.3 here. First solution would be this one. It's very hard. You could read it off that graph. You know, what would you suggest that would be? 0.3, what do you reckon? 2, 4, 8, I don't know, 0.2, God knows. Too hard. So on our calculator, we're going to type in two equations. I've already got my sin x. The next one I'm going to pop in is actually going to be 0.3. Enter. Delete there. Okay, we've checked that we're all in radians. Now, if I was to hit draw, we've all got the same two equations in, but we're all going to get different graphs. Why? Different looking graphs. Why? Because of the settings, our scale. So who can remember, where do we go to adjust our scale? View window. Now, let's just check the question. It's saying these values, x is between 0 and 15. Remember what that's called? That's with a D. The domain. Excellent, right? Between 0 and 15. So we're going to go over here. We're going to go Shift, View window, and we're going to set. Everyone okay? Why do you not have your calculator in your... You've done it already? Come on. Do I have to go slow? Right, so we're going 0, enter, and 15. Give me a wiggle of your ears if you can't do that. We're okay? And of course, if I just left it like that, it's going to be a little bit kooky because look at my y. What would be a suitable values for my y min and max? So go back and look at the graph. It's just sin x. So what do we know is the maximum value there? Well done, 1 minus 1. If that was 3 sin x, what would be the maximum? 3 minus 3 because it pulls the amplitude. Well done, well done. So I'm also going to scoot down here and I'm going to change that to minus. I like a bit of a buffer, so I'm going to have 1.5. And another little buffer, 1.5. If you just want to put minus 1 and 1, you can, but I'm having the buffer. And we draw. Oh, it does. Scale, don't worry about it. We okay with that? Where's yours? Where's yours? Oh, he's in trouble because he was sitting there without a calculator. Just helping. To now solve this, hello, your best friend. And soon you're going to replace this best friend with something else, but G-solve and intersect. And you can see, boop, 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 we've got lots of solutions. Now, keep in mind, at the start of this year, it seems like ages ago, but at the start of this year, if you had sin x equals 0.3, and I said, what's the solution for x? Wouldn't you have all just gone to your calculator and gone, oh, shift sine of 0.3 equals 0.304, right? That, and it just gives you 1. If you're in the normal calculator mode, it just gives you 1, and that, G-solve, intersect, 0.304, that is your first solution there on my graph. Does that make sense? But you can actually see we have got more. Oui, oui? All right. This might not be that impressive now, but in a moment it will be. Obviously, we can give you all different functions. You just pop them in and G-solve intersect. Let's go back to our calculator mode. So run mode. We all there? This one's important. Please pay attention. All right, we're going to go and find our solve n option. So we're going to go option. You need to keep up because I don't want to repeat myself. We are going option. We're going calc. So that's F4. That's why you were talking.
No, that's right.
All right. And you go solve n. Okay, and we're going to type in our same equation. So we're going to go sine, and we're actually going to put in x over here. So I hope you've used this solvent with the linear equation stuff before. No, that's all right.
Wait, is this like the equation?
Anyway, let's just see. So we can actually now enter in our equals. Laurie, where's our equals? Shift. Hurts me when you call it a dot. It's a decimal. Right? Equals. Oops, what happened there? I didn't press shift. Shift. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. What's going on? It isn't equals? Oh, who needs my glasses on? It isn't equals. I look like it was a times 10. Oh, losing the plot. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. Point 3. And we press close. Now, don't get worried, because when we press enter, red. Okay, relax. What's it? Read what it's saying. More solutions may exist. We go, oh yeah, we know that. There is going to be more than one solution. So we go, okay, cool, exit. And what on earth is going on here? We use our arrow keys and you can see, oh my God, there's all these negatives and it keeps on going and going and going because it's just going mental. Because we know, there's our first one, there. Yeah? That was, and if you remember G-solve, these are all the answers that you would have got from your thingy. But isn't this annoying you've got so many? Annoying? Well, if only there was a way to get the exact ones you want. There is. So go back up and can you see how I'm just moving around with my arrows? I don't have to retype anything. So we use our arrow keys to go, oops, go back up. And we're back over here. This is a little bit of time for excitement because we might be pressing a button you might not have pressed before. Excitement extraordinaire. So we're going to go comma. Underneath your cos button, you're going to go comma. Yeah? Is that exciting? Oh. We press X. We're pressing comma again. I hope this works. Pressing 0. Where am I going with this? Anyone know?
No, it's between
0 and? Yes. So what did we say that's called? The domain. I hope this works. Enter. Yeah. And you can see it's actually just given us the solutions that we had from 0 to 15. So it's ignored all those negative ones, but they exist as well, but not for our domain. What do you reckon? Fancy. Now again, your help sheet that you're allowed, 1 page, single-sided for your test, the whole reason they have those was because they thought people wouldn't remember how to use their calculator. And you might be going, yeah, I'm never going to remember that. We'll use it quite a bit. We'll use it again today. We'll use it next week. But we've got 2 times to use it next week. And then bang, your test is the following. So we do need to make sure that we've got our calcs, all right? So we have got the graph mode. We've got this run mode. Oui. And in a moment, we're going to do the exact mode by hand, the algebraic mode. Okay? So let's give you a moment to play with your collators, and be comfortable with them. We're not going to do every single question here, but it is good to look at what they look like. So shall we? I'm a bit over sine. I mean, really, sine's a bit full of themselves. So let's go with cosine. And shall we go negative? All right, let's see if we can type this in. So off we go. So let's do, what do you want to do first? The run mode or the graph mode? Hamish, you get to choose. Graph. All right, here we go. Menu. Oh, you said run. Sorry. Run it is. Now, please, just so we can do this, exit. Now, how do we get? Okay. You have to go somewhere? No? Where's your calculator? Okay. You okay? Right. How do we get to the solvent again? Option. Calc. Solvent. Oh, look at that. And we're going cos x, and I have to remember, what was it? Negative 0.3. Where was the equals? Shift. Decimal. Now, people, this is your negative in the bracket. Please don't say take. I think your calculators are pretty good now and they adjust, but it should be negative. 0.3 again. How boring. 0.3. Okay, if I just closed and pressed enter, hell's bells. I'm going to get all of the thingies. So we're going to go X. We're checking our domain. What's our domain this time? Between 4 and 12. Zup. 4. Zup. 12. We close. We press enter. Yeah. Exit. And there she blows. We're just going to remember a couple of these first ones. 4.4. Morgs, do you know how to do this?
Roughly, yeah.
4.4, 8.1. I'm not going to remember anymore, but just, yeah, 4.1, and there's something 10. All right. Let's see how that matches up with our graph. So we're going into the graph mode. We're typing in cos x. I don't even have to retype that in. I'm just going to use my arrow key and put there's a little minus in there. Notice again, it's this minus, not the subtract. Before I draw, what do we have to do? No? What do we have to do? That's all right. Just press menu.
Menu. It said I just went into memory.
Yeah, simple. You can go into different things. Okay, we go shift menu. What is my domain this time? 4 and 12. I press 4. I press 12. Let's have a look at our beautiful graph. Nice. When I go, by the way, look, 1, 2, 3, G-solve, intersection. Yes, it was the 4. What came next? 8 and 10? 8, 10. Now, we've got someone saying, Tom is saying it looks a bit different. So, I can't show you what he's got, but anyway. See how we've got 1, 2, 3 solutions here? How many solutions are you going to expect if instead of instead of cos x, it was cos 2x? 6 solutions. Why? Oh, not the amplitude. Right, it gets squishy. Well done, people. Well done. Have a look. And yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Good job. Good job. So, this bit here, I think we'll... Don't look. So, hello. It's not an invitation to chat. Hey. So when we go tan 1, what we're looking for, because that's really your x, isn't it, girls? That's your x value, correct? So that's saying tan of 1 here, and it's saying go up and read off. So what would you approximate that to be? 1.5, 1.6. I've probably gone a little bit too far. I'd say it's about 1.5, right? As opposed to, what is this asking? Tan x equals 1. How would you work that out? Still 1. What's going on there? Yeah, this is your y value. So now that's saying go here. And what's that going to be? 0.8. So do you see the subtle difference between these two? And don't mix those up. So do you need to make a note of this or not? People at home, we've scooted down to 7E2. And again, I don't think you have to write much down here. It's all about using your calculator. So we're just going to go number 2. Again, please listen before you go off on your merry way. So we're going to delete, because this stuff, this is going to help you. It works for the questions we're about to do as well. So 5 cos x take 4 equals 0. You can type that straight in. 5 cos x take 4. We're good? Now, again, if I was to just go press draw, it's not going to be very nice to me. Lucky for us, they've given us our domain, okay, between -5 and 5. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. So we go Shift View Window, -5, Enter, 5, Enter, right? When I press draw now, I might not get anything. I might get something, who knows, but I'm not going to be worried. I was hoping I didn't get anything, but anyway, don't get anything, that's okay. Here comes your best friend button. Ready? Shift, Zoom, Auto. Nice graph. Now, you could have, some of you might be going, why didn't we just go Zoom Auto at the start? It works so much better if you set your X values first. Okay? What are we solving for? We're solving for when this equals 0. How do we solve for when it equals 0? What are they called? Again, our bestie, G-solve. We have a y-intercept button, but we don't have an x-intercept button because they call it root. Yep. Giggle. But yes, they call the x-intercept roots. So we press that. There's our answer. There's our answer. Happiness? Let's try tan. So has anyone not got that? Try tan, and then we will do the impressive ones. So 2 tan x plus 13. 2 tan x plus 13. Now, when you have lots of graphs that are in there, you might go, especially in a test, sorry girls, especially in a test, you might have lots of graphs and you don't want to keep retyping. Do you realize you just press select and that one won't graph? Did we know that? Some do, some don't. So I apologize if I'm repeating, but those people who do know, you just heard. Some didn't know it, so that's why I repeat myself. Crazy? Now, I've got my answers there, so I don't need to rescale it, but if it asks me to sketch it, I'm just going to go again, Shift, oops, what did I not do? Did I check my scale? Oh yeah, 5 and -5. So again, I'm going to go Shift, Zoom, Auto. Now, does that worry us? So look, yes, it does look like a heartbeat. What are these sort of things going on here? Right, they're the asymptotes. Now, your calculator is a very powerful tool. It's awesome, but let's face facts, it's also a very small screen. So that's where it's just gone, oh my God, it's really close there. I'm just doing this crazy thing. But we know that's where an asymptote actually goes. Yeah? So, we ready to put in the big bananas with the applications? Yes, yes we are. Here we go. So, we're leaving the algebra for 5 minutes. Don't worry, it's all good. You'll be able to do that in a pinch. And we're going to do, this is the application. It's all about using your calculator and getting a graph. We good? So can we type this in to our graph? So that's the first thing. Instead of x, it's t. Now your calculator isn't going to worry if it's t, p, q, whatever. It just uses x for the variable. So you will just still put in pi x over 6. So we're going to go fraction button, pi x over 6. Close. And make sure we press enter. if we were to just press enter, we'd get a crazy graph. We might not get anything on our screen. So we need to now read the question. What's it about? Oh, Cape Town, modelled by la 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 la, very pleasant. They've told us it's between 0 and 24. If they didn't tell us that, should we know that it's between 0 and 24? Modelled where T is the number of hours after midnight. So one cycle, 24 hours in a day, yeah? So anyway, they're starting off nice. So we're going to adjust our scale. So shift view window, 0, 24. Yeah? Now we could adjust our Y values if we really wanted to. I don't want to. Okay? I want the calculator to do it all. But if we wanted to, what would be my max and min? 3 and minus 3, right? So if I really wanted to, I could, but I'm not going to. That's going to be nutso when I first graph it, right? Look at that, minus 108 and 131. So I'm probably not even going to see anything. It's going to be a speck. Oh, I'm not concerned because who's my friend? Shift, zoom, auto. Oh, love you, auto. Sad life that I love auto, but anyway. What is the maximum tide? When is the maximum tide and when? What is it? How would we find that out? G-solve. Max. So the maximum height is the 3 hours after midnight, 3 a.m. T is the number of hours after midnight. So at 2 p.m., any of you watch JAG? Oh, it's the show about the army, but they talk in, 100 hours and whatever. So 24-hour clock. So it's 12, and then you've got 2 hours after 12, so 12 p.m. is 14. Okay, so we're going to find out what is Y when X is 14, right? It's back to our calculator. Do you remember how to do this? We're trying to find our Y value. G-solve. Not here, not here. There's more. More. Look at that. Y-calc. You use this? Do you remember this, kids? No. Y-calc when X is 14. Because it's 2 p.m. If you put in 2, what would you actually be finding? 2 a.m. Correct?
We don't know that. It could be, but nothing is there to suggest that it is.
In this case, yes, but if we had a lift or whatever, then good, yes, get it. But yeah, I was going to say, if 2 a.m. and 2 p.m. was the same, I said, I'll come and let's have a class at 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. because they're the same. Knock, knock, wake up. I know what you meant. Shh. Right. While we're here, what if I said when? What's that? What's the first time the tide will be 1 meter? How could we find that out? So when? When is it going to be? G-solve. X-calc. So X is you're saying, the height is 1 meter. When is it going to be that first time is?
0.649.
So just before 1 a.m. and whoosh, next time is at this, and so on and so forth. So getting to know and love your calculator. We? Okay, time for you to play. The other way that we could do this is if I said, when is it at 1 meter? I could put in y equals 1. And then it's a great visual. You can actually see when it's at 1. So G-solve, intersection, same answer that we got before. Yeah? So we've got a little bit of time for you to use your calculators, please. Let's see if we can do number 1. So popping this in, 0 to 12. Okay, so we've popped that in. Shh. If you had success, you're trying to answer the questions. 0 to 12, enter, enter. We press draw. Oops, that's not it. So I've still got that one highlighted. So we press draw and we get nothing. But we do not panic because we haven't gone to our bestie. Who's our bestie? Shift, zoom, auto. Hello. Bestie. Now, you are going to have to get a pen. Okay, we ready? So, we've got our graph. Because we have read this question and it's got, yes, using technology, it might have even said draw a sketch of. The population, la 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 la, estimated. Right, find A, the initial estimate. Now, some of these questions are going to be gimme, gimme, gimme questions. Beautiful calculator. Do you think that sometimes people have typed the wrong thing into their calculator? Accidentally, they've pressed, I mean, you just saw me. I did 75,000. You caught me. What if that wasn't caught in a test? I'll get these crazy answers. And so what should be just a 5 out of 5 becomes 0 out of 5 because you've typed the wrong thing in your calculator. So when we do this stuff, this is imperative that you write this down. So for A, find the initial estimate. Now, initial. How much time has passed initially? 0. So you will actually say time is 0, right? This is mathematical notation. It's saying P at what time? So I'm saying P of 0. So when P is T, I mean, if you didn't put that, it's not a disaster. It's just notation. And then we sub in. We go 7,500 plus 3,000 sine pi times 0 over 8. And you're just covering your backside in case you've typed the wrong thing in your calculator. Yeah? We go to our calculator. And if anyone was still going, oh, she's stopped copying it down, you should have the book and you're just following it in. We're going to go Shift, G-solve, and we'll go ycalc when x is 0. 7,500. And that's what we put there. Beautiful. And I hope some of you are going, oh yeah, of course. Because what 0 times anything is? 0. What's sine of 0? 0. Of course it's that. What's our units? Grasshoppers. Grasshoppers. Right? So what is the estimate after 5 weeks? Oh my goodness. Well, we will say T equals 5. P of 5 equals 7,500 plus 3,000. Straight away. So here we go. How do we find it for 5? G-solve more ycalc 5. Ooh, 10,271. Grasshoppers. You can write that. Morgie Meister, do you want to play with us? What is the greatest population size? Using our calculator, what would we do? Thanks, Morgan, through your voice. Well done. G-solve, max, correct. So So 10,400. When did it occur? After 4 weeks. Is it weeks, days, years, whatever? Weeks, right? Fortnight. Why should some of you be going, I didn't need my calculator to work that out? Why should we not need our calculator to work that out? Whoa, Karen's on fire? No. Oh, sorry. I thought you went with the little zoop. Ellie? Why do we not need our calculator to work out our maximum? What does the 3,000 do? It's in front of the sign. What does it do? It's the amplitude. So it stretches it. It goes to 3,000 and minimum of minus 3,000. I'd like to see that minus 3,000 grasshoppers. What does the plus 7,500 do? Lifts it up. You lift me up. Right? So 3,000 plus the 7,500. Hey, that was your 10,500. Capiche? Could you tell me what the minimum number of grasshoppers would be? Your minimum was minus 3,000 lifted up by 7,500. 4,500. Does that make sense? Okay. I so wanted to do so much today. Anyway, when is the population 9,000 and 6,000? So you've got your XCalc, or, watching please because we're going, I would type in, the easiest way I like to see it, I would type in 9,000. When is it 9,000? Bang, I can see it. G-solve, hello. G-solve, hello. Yeah? What are you actually solving? So again, remember your calculator. You're saying P equals 9,000. So 9,000 equals 7,500, yada, yada, yada. And then you'd say T equals bang, bang. Yeah? And quite frankly, same thing for D. It's just put 10,000 instead of 9,000. When does it exceed? Between here and between here. Yeah. Okay. Can you now try one more? Try number 2. See if you can put it and get a decent graph and then use your calculator. Confident. I thought we could finish the very last bit. That's okay. But unfortunately, you are going to have to check day map tomorrow. I'll stay back tonight and do the little thingy. So yes, this evening you can check, or tomorrow, about how do we solve exact solutions. So those who don't have a graphics calculator, go and get one, and I want you to finish this. And then you're going to have to watch the video that I will pop up. So I'm hoping that I will get the tests. They will also go up. You can practice a little bit. So we've got 2 lessons next week that you can do, and then ask me any questions. That's the plan.